Okay, hi everybody. This is me and Brother Burim again. So we are trying to validate the date times. In the first part, Brother Burim has written a failing test for me, which today I'll be doing it. I'll do it. I'll make it pass. So let's have a quick look at the test itself, so that we have a good idea what it is trying to do. So it should throw validation exception on add if created date and created and updated date dates are not the same and logit async. So we have invalid refugee. So this he's setting up updated date to be a random different date, and it should throw invalid refugee exception, and this should hold the data that says date is not the same as update a created date, and it should be updated date. Okay, so so it should be wrapped with refugee validation exception, and then it should call log error, and so insert refugee should never be called. Okay, let me go to the implementation of this method. I go to validate refugee on add, and I say so here I should implement a new rule. Private static dynamic is not same as. So it should have datetime offset. So it should be first date and datetime offset second date and string. Okay, so it should be first date name. Okay, I guess that's clear, right? So as always, it should have condition. So we say first date is not same as second date, and our message first date, second date, and message. Yeah, I forgot doing this. So and message should be interpolated string, and I'll copy what you have written as a message here. This is not same as, and instead of this, I would give it first name date. Okay. Is not same. Let me go here and add new rule. Is not same as. So first date, I'm giving it parent aliases because it doesn't include any, the value that we are passing doesn't include any the part of the parameter. So I say refugee dot created date. So here I set first name to be created date. If you look at the message, we say first name date.
Yeah.
and the first name date is a created date.
Okay.
Okay. Second name,
Yeah.
second date, refugee dot updated date, and the first date name of. So what it basically does, it gets the name of
Mm.
name of the property. So refugee, where is it?
I think it's a document. The next line. Okay.
Yeah. Refugee dot created date. So if you look at here, this
Mm.
is pretty long, and let's see how many.
Should I? Is it? Do you think the message is too long, or
Yeah,
should we?
it's 145.
Oh,
So we
okay.
should
Sorry.
break it. So since it's going to be multi-liner,
Mhm.
yeah, let me give it this guy, and it should probably
So,
have. Okay. Okay, this guy for this, and this guy for this, and this guy for all of them. Okay. So I'm breaking it down from is not the same,
okay.
just like this.
Perfect.
So since this is rule and rule, there should be a parameter from here. Name of. So refugee dot
Mm.
updated date. Okay. Yeah. What it's trying to say, the tuple element parent is ignored because a different name or no name is specified.
By the target type dynamic rule string parameter.
So we have the rule.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, I guess these are the same. Parameter, name of, updated date, refugee. So it's string. Why is trying
Oh,
to
wait,
be
is it because you have the A in there instead of the E? The spelling of it parameter?
is there a spelling error?
Yeah, because the
Para.
ones is it's an E instead of A before the T. From the other one that I see.
Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, thank you.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was saying a
There we
different
go.
name.
Okay,
Okay,
much
let's
better.
try.
Okay.
Yeah, and my test explorer is working very strangely weird. It's weird, you know.
Okay.
Okay, and, um,
So you want
okay,
more
now I
questions?
see my tests.
Okay. Did they all pass?
Okay, so created data and updated data. So this is pause.
Okay.
This is good to go. Yes. Okay, I like it. Let's have a quick look
Okay. Make sure
at
everything looks good.
format. So
Alright.
this is a multi-liner.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave it the space
Do you need that
Um,
space after that? Is it necessary?
you mean this?
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is a different parameter,
Oh, okay.
and still it's a multi-liner. So I'm
Oh, okay.
giving it a space and then declaring the second parameter
Oh,
from
okay.
here.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Mm, and so look, so somebody's Visual Studio doesn't have um, you know order. So put using statements first. So that should be
Mm.
sort or something. That should be something that says if you click here using
Mhm.
and click C sharp.
Advanced. Oh no.
Look, so please, anybody doing this project,
Mhm.
make sure that you go to the text editor C sharp and advanced, and your this option is enabled. Place system directives first when
Sorry.
using when sorting usings. So yeah, that would be a great idea, or makes the file structure consistent across all
Mm.
developers. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, maybe yeah, we'll share this clip with everybody in the Discord.
Okay.
Okay, and let me do a passing test for this. Did I
Okay.
copy his
No.
name?
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, I did. Yes, I
No.
did. So it's passed now,
Yep.
and let's do the new test. So what was the final test that we tried that we planned to write? So created date, update date are
Mhm.
not the same. This one was done, and the second one,
Yes. I think you put it on the Discord, I believe.
yeah. Okay.
It's like the day when. When was it? Friday? No, it wasn't. Maybe it was Thursday. Yeah, it was Thursday my time.
Yeah, give me a sec, please.
No problem.
Yeah. Now we have to do.
Another
We have
failing
to
test and
check.
another pass,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. And we need the one more. If the gender is um, you know
I
if
know.
gender is valid.
Oh, well.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, I'm gonna write the failing test for you right now. So this is a slightly different type of test.
Okay.
So it uses theory.
Mm-hmm.
So do you remember we used theory somewhere here?
Yes, we use that there.
So we are passing parameter. So when using theory, we pass
Mm-hmm.
parameters to
Mm.
our test, right?
Yeah.
So this is going to be similar, but
Okay.
we pass our parameter with a different method or way in a different way. So there we set
Okay.
inline data. So
Mm-hmm.
our annotation knows what data to pass, exactly the value. Here we provide member data. So member
Okay.
data, if you look at the description, it provides a data source for a data theory with the data
Mm-hmm.
coming from one of the following
Okay.
sources. So either it's static property, static field, static method with parameters. So we'll be using our method. The member must
Okay.
return something compatible with IEnumerable object of arrays with the test data. Caution: the property is completely enumerated by to list before any test is run, hence it should return independent object sets. So we'll be writing some method, and we should provide the
Okay.
name of the method here. So we say our method name is minutes before or after.
Mm. Okay.
So we are going to provide some positive numbers and negative numbers.
Okay.
So we are providing two values: the object array
Mm-hmm.
and the one will be positive number, and the second one will be negative
Negative.
number.
Okay.
And we will do it like this. So I say public
Mm-hmm.
async task should throw validation exception on add if created date is not recent and log it async.
Okay.
So here we'll provide int minutes
Mm-hmm.
before or after. So it will be
Given
given
the when
when and
when.
then. So let's create our random.
What should we do?
Okay.
Problem?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, let's create our random refugee.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
We have the overload that takes date time.
Okay.
Yeah, no? Okay, we don't.
Mm.
Okay, we should probably create a method
Mm-hmm.
that takes a date time and and creates random refugee based on the date time that we sent. Right now it
Okay.
generates it automatically,
Mm-hmm.
but we want to make sure if you want to manually change the created date and updated date here,
Mm-hmm.
it would take two
Long.
more
Oh.
statements. Yeah, it would our given section would be too complicated. So
Okay.
what I probably do here, see,
Mm-hmm.
we are passing new get random date time from here. Now we
Okay.
can do overload it,
Okay.
and I say it takes date time offset, and I say dates.
Mm-hmm.
So why dates? Because this is used for created date and at the same time updated date.
Yeah.
And our parameter name is here dates, and our parameter as well is dates. So
Mm-hmm.
what I do, I delete one of them. I
Ah,
delete
okay.
the LAs here because they are the same name. They have the same name.
Yes.
And now what I can do, I can say datetime offset, random datetime,
Mm-hmm.
and I say get random datetime, and I make it invalid,
Okay.
datetime offset, invalid datetime. Okay,
Interesting.
now I can shift this, right? One by by the minutes that were sent by the member
Mm-hmm.
data. Random datetime dot add. Can I add minutes here? Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
can add. So we are specific until
Maybe.
1 minute, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So our validation rule checks whether the date time that is sent
Mm-hmm.
is 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 within 1 minute. If
Mm-hmm.
it's, for example, if it's 8:37 right now,
Mm-hmm.
if the created date of a new object is 8:36,
Mm-hmm.
our validation will blow up and say that the created date is not recent.
Okay.
Or if it's 8:38, it will
Mm-hmm.
also blow up. So that's the whole point of
Okay.
making this. So right now, how many characters? 94.
Mm. Oh yeah, nice one. Yeah.
And we will provide invalid datetime here.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's very interesting test.
Mm.
And now I have created my random refugee
Mm-hmm.
with invalid datetime.
Okay.
Now I create var invalid
Mm-hmm.
refugee exception. New invalid refugee exception. And what I do, I invalid add or in, oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I add invalid and I say invalid
Okay.
refugee exception.
Mm-hmm.
I want my variable here. Dot add data. So my key here is name
Mm-hmm.
of
Reggie.
refugee dot created date,
Mm-hmm.
and the values would be
The
date.
message.
Yeah, date is not recent.
Right.
Mhm. Now we should wrap this where
Mm-hmm.
expected. You know what I do?
Mm-hmm.
So I say validation exception. So this is the type that we want, right?
Mm-hmm.
I say well. So you see,
Accepted.
you saw it. It gave me a hint. I said tab,
Mm-hmm.
and I go to the first letter and I delete it and I say and I write expected.
Mm-hmm.
Then I say equals new.
Yeah.
So it gave me another hint. I say tab
Okay.
and I provide
Oh.
invalid refugee exception tab twice. So I don't need this because this is clear from the right side and I say it var. So
Oh, okay.
I do this because I'm too lazy to write this whole stuff.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now, now what the rule should do,
Mm-hmm.
it should call the datetime broker. It should call the datetime broker and the datetime broker should return the current date.
Mm-hmm.
So I should make my broker return this random date time while
Mm-hmm.
it's called. and at that time our invalid refugee will have um, time difference, some
Mhm.
minutes before or after that random date time.
Mhm.
So I should set up my datetime broker dot setup.
Mhm.
I say my broker dot get current datetime offset
Mhm.
returns random datetime that we random datetime that we have created together.
Okay.
So this is a whole given section. So
Mhm.
what it should do? So we expect value or task of
Mhm.
refugee, and I say add refugee task
Mhm.
this dot service dot add refugee async.
Mhm.
We pass
Daytime
invalid refugee.
exception.
No,
Mhm.
it's not exception. It's random refugee.
Oh.
So I called it the random refugee, right?
Mhm.
Um, for the purpose of readability, I
Mhm.
say refu- um, okay, refugee invalid refugee. So it should be equal to random refugee. Have I used this somewhere? No? No.
Mhm.
So for the purpose of readability, I am setting the value of random refugee to invalid refugee, and I'm passing it to
Mhm.
uh, my test or service. Okay, now when section is ready, and then await
Mhm.
assert throws async.
Mhm.
The type I'm expecting is this refugee validation exception. Okay, so this should be add refugee task as task.
Mhm.
And here I should say that this dot datetime broker mark
Broker.
verify that this broker was called once. So ensuring that you call datetime broker once
Mhm.
in the method.
Mhm.
Broker get current datetime offset called once.
Mhm.
And I make sure that this
Okay.
dot logging
Slide.
broker mark,
Mhm.
let's verify that broker dot log error is error
But
logs the same error. It's
okay.
same
Thing.
exception as expected validation exception. So it
Time.
should also be called once. And finally, I make
Yeah.
sure that the storage broker,
Mhm.
yeah, I might be typing fast. If anything, please let me know.
That's
So
fine.
broker insert refugee async
Mhm.
with any um, type of refugee
Mhm.
should never be called.
Okay.
Times never. Okay. And now I verify that datetime broker is never called.
Then
This
the storage.
this dot logging broker has no other calls, and this dot storage broker. Oh, storage,
Oh,
no other calls. So this is what. So this is a whole test. And
okay.
now let me create my,
So why is that in red?
yeah, this because we have no such test yet. Oh,
Ah,
or
okay.
we don't. So this is public. That would be public method,
Mm-hmm.
and I say, yeah, private static.
It's not dynamic, no?
Yeah, it would return theory data. Theory data, not data. Yeah, from
Yeah.
X unit. And we say minutes before or after. Not public, it's not private, it's public.
Probably. Yeah. Oh,
And now, as I said, we should have some int random
repeat?
number.
Oh no.
Yeah, random number. Get random
Okay.
get random number. Okay, we don't have these methods yet. Yeah, let me write here get random number. And I have another variable random negative number. I say get random negative number. So now I should create my two methods. So I say private static.
Mm-hmm.
It should return int, and the name of it should be this guy.
Given.
So we are using new int range. Yeah, where was it coming from? Was it coming from object filler, right? It was coming from object filler
Yes.
or mock. Yeah, yeah.
It's from MYR.
Yeah, these are
Mm,
coming from. Let's see. I don't remember the
mm,
library.
mm.
Intro. Yeah, it's coming from object filler library.
Okay.
So if you want to see initialize a new instance of time object filler int range. So what does the int range do? It provides some integer
Mm-hmm.
value when we call get value. So int range. So we have min. Okay, so the minimum should be 2 and the maximum should be 9. Yeah, we don't need that many big
Yeah.
um, values. Okay, so we have our positive number,
Mm-hmm.
and let's create our negative number.
Okay.
Private static int
Good. Remember?
this guy
Oh, just negative number.
get random negative number, and I say I multiply by -1 and do the same thing here.
Okay.
So it should probably give me um, some number between 2 and 9, and we multiply it by -1, and it will
Okay.
yeah, it will create so negative number for us. So we have our random negative number,
Mm-hmm.
and what we do, we return new theory data. So this is only specific to tests theory data, you know.
Okay.
So it is theory data of type int, and
Mm-hmm.
it has random number, and random negative number.
Okay.
So that's it. So if you want, I can put a breakpoint here, and we will
Mm-hmm.
see what it does.
Okay.
Let me go to my test. Now it's all working, no errors,
Yep.
and I'll put my
Breaking point there.
breakpoint here. Okay, and let's first run the test. If
Okay.
it fails, and I'm expecting that no exception should be thrown right now.
Okay. It said two failed.
Two failed.
Oh.
Yeah, two failed because our
Mhm.
member data is providing two values and
Mhm.
it's doubling the test. So it's for the first time, it's so member data giving a positive number,
Mhm.
and the second time it's giving the negative number.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's debug this. So the first time it's giving -4.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but I expected it to be, you know,
Less than that?
yeah, positive number because
Oh, okay.
first we were providing positive number. Okay, no problem. So this is 1 3. So it's 522,
Mhm.
and our invalid date. Let's see, 518. So this is
Okay.
invalid. So we created our random refugee with
Mhm.
created date
Mhm.
518, which is invalid, as we said. So
Mhm.
we gave it any new name, invalid refugee, and we created a new exception. Now we added a date. Date is
Mhm.
not recent. The key is created date. We wrapped it, and we made our datetime broker to return random date, which
Mhm.
is 522.
Yeah.
We called it if
Yeah.
it contains. So does it contain errors? Let's
Mhm.
go. So it doesn't contain any errors.
Mhm.
So it's returning right now. So it's going to the storage broker. It's called once,
Yeah.
right? Now we are in the second test. This time our minutes
Oh, it's a plus.
are
Okay.
6. So this is positive number, and it's iterating and doing nothing. Uh, Nothing different than the previous test. So it's failing here. You know why?
Hmm.
Because it's going all the way uh, through the service, through the
Okay.
method. It didn't throw any exception, but we are waiting for the exception of type refugee validation exception.
Oh, okay.
So that's the whole point. And I guess there's nothing more to it. So
Mhm.
let me copy my name and let me go to here. Okay, everything is good.
Test out.
Yeah, let's check this guy one more time. So it added X unit here. So I added these two.
Mhm. You added that.
Okay, fail. I guess you should be able to see it right now on your side.
Should I? Pull? Okay. I should pull up the updated, right?
Hmm. The latest.
Okay. Yep. There it is. Okay. Do you want me to share my screen?
Hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Ron is here.
Florian is here.
Oh.
Yes. I'm not here to code. I'm just here to watch you.
Okay.
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 Yes.
I cannot see your
No, we
face.
cannot.
I don't have in. I don't have any battery left in my computer too. Because you're
Okay.
on my laptop. On my laptop, I'm in my bed. I can't sleep.
You
Can you
can't
see my
sleep.
Can you see my
Uh-huh. Yeah,
screen?
we can. Yeah, we can see your screen. Please go to Visual Studio.
Okay. Can you see it?
And okay, yes.
Okay. So this is the updated one that I just pulled.
Okay.
Okay. So what are we doing? Now we're gonna pass the test, right?
Mm-hmm.
In here, right? In the refugee service validation? Test validation?
Yeah, can you please run the test? We should make sure that this is failing
Okay, let's
on
see.
your
So
side as well.
run the test.
Yeah, I will write a new validation rule. And we are going to play around with datetime broker. This is this is the first time we will use datetime broker heavily.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, so this one, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it failed.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
double click on that.
Double click on this one? This one?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Now go to the method implementation. You go to event section and right click, go to implementation. Yeah,
That's
go to event section. Event section,
oh, event section. Oh, when? Right here.
Uh-huh. Yeah, if you
Go
put
inside
your
the method?
mouse, yeah, you want to go to the method implementation of add refugee async. You know,
Okay, add refugee async. Right here.
this guy. Yeah, this guy. So if you cannot click the Control F12,
No, I
right, to go
can't.
to the implement, yeah, right click on here and say
Okay.
go to implementation.
Got the implementation. Oh, where
Oh,
is it?
yeah. Does it say you have multiple? Okay, cannot.
Cannot navigate to the symbol under the caret.
Okay.
Where?
Okay.
Not
Now we have
applicable?
to. Yeah. Now we have to manually navigate through the Solution Explorer.
Okay, so should I take this off?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Now go to the refugee service validations class. You
Refugee.
know. hmm
Refugee
This guy.
validation. This one, right? Okay.
Yeah, this guy. Okay. Here we need a new method or rule.
Okay. Is it after this right here?
Uh huh.
After parameters.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. We still need to be inside the validate method. You should put comma after the second closing bracket in line 33.
Comma?
Yeah, comma after the second closing. Yeah, second closing. Yeah, go.
Okay.
Yeah, from here. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Then I go to the
Now,
next line.
yeah. Okay. Oh,
What happened? What?
oh.
What's
Look
that
at
though?
this. Look at this coding monster. He's in the bed. Okay. Okay, brother. Let's continue.
So,
Okay.
Elbek, I
Yes.
have a question for you.
Okay.
Do you miss fluent validations?
Fluent regex, you mean, right?
No, 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 no. I mean,
Fluent
do you miss
validations?
fluent validations?
Yeah, I have never used it, but I miss it, yes.
Fluent.
Yeah, this is a validation library. Now we are doing it on our own, right? So
Okay.
this is a library that out of the box provides some
Mm.
validations. Okay, now
So what we're doing.
please create yeah, go to a new line and open and close new brackets so that we can write our new validation rule. I mean these brackets, you know.
Oh, like the okay, gotcha. The new one, these ones. This one.
This one, yeah, and close it. Yeah, and close it. Yeah, now
Mm-hmm.
go inside these brackets and say rule.
Oh.
Yeah, and say, so we don't have that method yet, but we know how to name it. So
Mm-hmm.
we say is not recent.
It's not recent.
hmm
Mm.
yeah, recent. Uh, RERESS, not
And
C. I mean,
it's
I mean C. You know,
oh, recent, like that.
yeah, this guy.
Okay. Oh my God, my brain go.
So
Okay.
we should probably get created date value. So open and close brackets. So it's because it's method. Yeah, this guy
So do refugee.
refugee. Yeah, yeah,
What?
and don't forget to close the bracket that you just opened. Yeah, now yeah, we should do it. So refugee dot
Mm-hmm.
created date.
A good date.
Yeah, this guy tab and close the bracket. Yeah, close it
And a comma.
and a comma. Yeah, we provide parameter.
Parameter.
Yeah, typo.
Wait, I said parameter. Okay, hold on. My
Okay.
bad.
New
I'm
word.
typing that parameter. Parameter.
Um,
We do the
and
name
you
of.
provide name of, yeah, name of refugee created date.
Okay.
Okay.
Refugee
Dot created
dot
date.
created date.
And you should probably don't forget closing this bracket that
Okay.
you just opened. Yeah, can you go to the final? Yeah, there should be three, right? There should be.
Yeah. One, two, three. Three brackets closing, right?
Yeah, the first one is for name of, the second one is for rule, and the
Mm-hmm.
final one is for validate method. Yeah. Okay.
So that's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's
Now let's
90.
create.
There's a 99 characters, so it should be good.
Yeah,
Okay. Go
but
to the next line.
you know what?
Hmm.
The line, the code. Yeah, okay, it should be good. Okay, we can do a quick code drop, or somebody will
Okay.
comment on this if that's not beautiful.
Okay.
Okay,
Wonderful.
let's
Okay.
create let's create a new rule. Yeah, just get rid of this line. We don't need this. Yeah, just get rid.
Oh, get
You're
rid.
still in the method, I guess. Yeah, yeah. Go
Oh, get rid
out.
of this one. Oh, go out of this one. Okay.
Yeah, you're
I'll get out.
here.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Go another line down.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, now create a new rule. So you say private static,
Okay. Private. Private.
and I guess it would be better if you put your new rule after this validated refugee is not null method. Yeah, we can do it later.
Okay.
Okay, private static dynamic. It should return
Okay.
dynamic value.
Dynamic.
So I have a question. Why
Okay.
don't we have a class called rule instead of returning some like a dynamic object? We could have uh, a
Mm-hmm.
rule class with a condition parameter
Mm-hmm.
and a message parameter.
Yeah, it's very very good idea. So at that time you're gonna have all the rules in one place. You can use it across your tests, right? Am I
This is
right?
just because I was coding with Sharaf and he told
Mm-hmm.
me he asked me this and I was
Mm-hmm.
with Anton too
Mm-hmm.
and so I was like I don't know so I'm
So
asking you.
yeah, you know what how I understand. This is not this is not why it's done. So this is why how I understand. Since I understood this way, I didn't ask this question. So he said, I remember, he said that we built the system, we built the monolithic system,
Mm-hmm.
um, microservices in mind. So we think of it as one day we will be splitting this service into multiple services, and at the time we don't want the coupling, the coupling. So if we create one rule and we try to break this monolith into different microservices, we should take that rule class that knows about everything to every microservice, and at the time that rule class will have a lot of
It
redundant
wouldn't be a rule
method.
class that knows everything. It would just be a rule class to have the shape of the rule because we are returning a rule. We are returning an object that is going into something called rule. And it's just to have a shape uh, that has a boolean for the condition, like a
Hmm.
prop. You know, it's a prop, it's a boolean
Okay.
called condition, and a parameter for the message. And that's all. That's already what we have.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, interesting question. You want, or do you want to say something? Refugee service dot validations dot rules dot service dot
Not
cs
even. Just I
rule.
just want a class that has two
Okay.
props. One is uh, one is a condition and it's a boolean.
Mhm.
I think I'm not mistaken. No, these
Okay.
days.
Yeah. Yeah. Great idea. I guess what you should probably do is to make a quick implementation of what you said.
Okay. Can you
That.
go to is invalid method? I see one of them.
Hmm. Yeah. Let's
Can
finish this up, and then we can
Okay, okay,
discuss what you told.
okay,
Right?
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Does it sound good? Okay. So let's
So,
write give our method a name. So we said is not recent.
uh,
Is not recent. We don't need s there.
yeah, how much? Okay. Fine.
Okay. So it
Like the
takes one.
before?
Yeah, yeah. It takes. So since this is method, we need brackets.
Okay.
I mean, how do you call these
Oh, you
braces?
mean these one,
Parentheses.
brace.
Braces, right?
Parentheses, no.
Parentheses. Okay. Yeah, you should probably teach me a lot of stuff. Okay, so parentheses, and inside this parentheses, you need
Say reference.
parameter, right? Datetime offset parameter.
Okay.
Datetime offset.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. And you say date.
is that
Yeah, you don't
okay?
need. Okay, now you know. Okay,
Okay.
and give the parameter a name. Yeah,
Bracket.
go inside the parentheses and
Date
give
time. Name of, right?
No, give it a name. So
Refugee?
space.
Space.
Just say date.
Day.
That
Capital
was
or
smart.
lowercase?
Lowercase, of course,
Okay.
because this is parameter, right?
And then, do we need a
Yeah.
comma in there or no?
No, it's a method.
Okay.
You need to give it a body. So curly braces, open and close curly braces. Okay, going. Yeah, just type enter. Okay. Yeah.
There we go.
So, oh, I remember. So this is a dynamic type. So
Mm-hmm.
you should say fat arrow, new,
Oh,
and this body. Do you remember this?
oh,
Yeah,
fat,
just
here?
yeah, give it a fat arrow.
Oh, no, okay.
Say new after it.
Barim,
Yes.
do you know what's an anonymous object?
What's the what?
Anonymous object.
Anonymous?
Yeah, we are creating anonymous object here.
You know,
Yeah.
usually when you're creating something, you tell the computer, "Oh, I'm gonna do a list. I'm gonna do uh, a refugee. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
do,
Yeah.
something."
Oh,
But
something that
you
should be,
also can do something anonymous,
Oh, okay.
and this is what you're building now, an
Oh, okay.
anonymous object. That's why you're putting the new keyword,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're just declaring a block with values in it. But you
Mm-hmm.
see, you do not tell the computer it's a refugee or it's a host
Yeah.
or
Okay.
it's a
So
shelter.
it doesn't know
It's
yet.
an anonymous
It's
object.
anonymous, okay.
Yeah,
That's why we are
and
using
when
dynamic.
you wanna declare an anonymous object, you you it's returning a dynamic. It could be anonymous instead of dynamic if you want. But we
Oh,
you can remember that it's dynamic because an anonymous object can be of any shape
okay.
because you can declare whatever you want. So
Oh,
it's
I see.
then
Okay.
dynamic.
So do we add anything else after that, or just that's it?
Yeah. Yeah, just go inside the body here
Include, okay.
and say condition, condition with O.
Condition. Okay. Condition.
Okay.
Joe.
Okay, make so equals. So you know, we will be doing some calculations using datetime broker, and if we write all of our logic
Mm-hmm.
here inside this condition, it will be a lot. So we extracted that calculation logic in another method
Mm-hmm.
that we haven't written yet, but so since we know that there
Mm-hmm.
should be some logic, so we write a method here, method name.
Okay.
So the method should be is date not recent,
If
is date
is not
not recent.
is
Okay, and we pass our date. So open and close, yeah, this guy and pass date here.
the
Yeah, the date parameter that we get from,
oh,
yeah.
daytime
So
offset.
no date. Just say date with lowercase, yeah.
Date.
This guy.
Okay.
And if you click control D here,
Oh.
or I mean
Okay.
control dot, control
Okay. Hold on.
control D is a copy paste.
Oh, copy paste. Oh,
Yeah,
so it did that to me. Okay.
yeah, just delete this line. I meant control dot.
Okay.
For some
Control
reason,
dot.
I
Okay.
thought the control
Yeah, you
T.
said control
I don't
D.
know why.
Okay. Okay. So inside
So
here,
control dot. Yeah, just control dot.
control. Oh, control dot.
Generate a method. Look, it says generate a method.
Generate a method. Okay. It
Yeah,
says from.
just click enter or anything, or click on that. See, it created a method for you.
Okay, so it says private static bool.
Mm-hmm. Now you have
Bool.
not implemented
Is this?
exception as well.
Oh,
Okay, so let it stay for now. Let's let's
okay.
let's finish our is not recent with a message. So put comma after the that closing bracket, comma,
Comma.
and say from the new line message. Yeah,
What to
message.
do? Message.
Mm-hmm. Message. We say yeah with capital letter.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and say. Do you remember our
Equal.
message? Yeah,
If
equals.
it equals, and then we do these.
Okay. Do you remember our message? Date is not recent.
Date is not recent.
Yeah.
Like that.
Okay. Yeah. So see, at the end of the block, it's yelling at you. It's saying, do you see these squiggles, red squiggles? So you should. It's
Oh,
saying
these ones.
you need. No,
No, no, no, no.
line
After the
41.
message, you're missing a semicolon.
Semicolon. Yeah.
Where at?
Line
Do you
41.
see the squiggly red line?
Oh, right here.
Not.
This one right
Uh,
here.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here.
Yeah, just
So
put
yeah, just gotta
put
move on. Oh,
semicolon here. Put semicolon here. Add. Yeah.
okay.
Now it's good.
That one. Okay, it's good.
Yeah. Yeah. You. I
Okay.
guess you typed Control F. It's searching all the ending brackets. You can close this guy.
Close it. I'm like, what the heck?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So,
So the reason you have to put a semicolon here is because it's not a, a block where you write code, you write statement. It's a
uh,
block where you declare an object.
Mm-hmm.
okay. So when you're finished with your code,
It's exactly like if you were creating a new refugee
hmm,
and then you say that the first name is Barim and the last name is Oxa, and then
Hoja.
Haja.
Yeah.
Oxa, Hoxa,
Hoja. Hoja.
and then you put the semicolon after, because it's just data.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like commands.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now. Yeah. Okay. Let's
So
go to the is date not recent method.
this one, right?
Yeah, this guy. Give it
Should I
a
move
few
this over?
tabs. Yeah, give it a few tabs.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now it's good.
one more tab. One more tab, please.
And
I can see Elbeck.
like that.
You wanna make
Oh
me
no,
Wait.
no,
No.
you
crazy?
don't need.
Put more tabs. Yeah.
No. I
Yeah,
gotta
you
do
don't need
like
this. Oh
yeah,
yeah.
right here. Cause gotta line up with the other one, right?
I
Uh-huh.
think
Is it?
oh yes,
Okay.
perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay,
But
scroll down a little.
there is a line, an empty line below message. You can get
Yeah,
rid of it, I think.
yeah.
Oh, right here.
Still
Okay.
think.
Yeah.
There you go. You happy now?
Thank you.
Okay. There you go. Mhm.
Okay, now. Okay, now I started. Now I'm good. I'm calm. Everything looks beautiful.
Okay.
Now I'm good.
Okay.
Now I can
You're
code.
satisfied.
Okay.
You're
Yeah, yeah.
satisfied with the code so far. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So get rid of
Wow.
throw not new in not implemented exception line. You don't need that. Line
This one?
48.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
this guy.
Get rid of that.
Hmm.
Oh, let's give him a now. What does it say? Boy, this is me, blah, 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 blah. So what we're gonna put in the body?
So now let's understand. Let's
Okay.
understand what our message, what our um, method is trying to do. So the first job, yeah,
Mhm.
pay attention to this, please. The first job of this method is to get the real current date time. It should use the
Okay.
datetime broker. The second job is to subtract what is given from as a parameter. So we are
Mhm.
passing the new refugees created date, right?
Yeah.
So we should subtract that from what our broker is giving us. So
Oh,
this would
subtract
be
that. Okay.
subtract. So there is some time difference right now. So the second
Okay.
statement is subtracting the current date time from the refugees created date time. Okay.
Okay.
And the third statement would be to get 1 minute. So there should be we should have 1 minute difference. So we should have a new um, value that says only
Mhm.
1 minute. This is I have 1 minute, and it's
Okay.
since this is boolean, we we compare whether the difference that we subtracted
Mhm.
is more than 1 minute that we created. So there should be
Okay.
some this small comparison, and it will
Okay.
return this comparison. Okay,
Okay.
and look, we are using the datetime broker. We are not
Mhm.
allowed to use static keyword with it. So get rid of this static
Oh, so okay.
keyword
Okay.
and get rid of this empty space. Okay, good.
Got
Let's
it.
start
Mhm.
with getting the current datetime from the datetime broker. Just go inside the body of the method.
In the
Yeah.
body.
Uh-huh. Say datetime offset.
I have a question on that.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What do you want? So this is the first time the refugee has been created,
Mm-hmm.
and we want to make sure that there is a 1 minute difference,
Less than one minute.
less than 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, okay.
For example, you
Yeah,
cannot
yeah.
while creating the refugee, you cannot give it yesterday's day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Date.
like, everything is fine. I thought
Okay.
it was like we were making sure that it was at least 1 minute, and
Ah.
it was strange. So okay, now I understand.
Mhm.
Okay.
So the name should be current date time.
The name. Okay. Date
Yeah, the
offset.
name of our object. Yeah, give it a space and yeah, give it a space, not a
Okay.
current date time.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
then
Equals yeah, daytime broker,
daytime
daytime
broker
broker.
right there.
The second one. Yeah, the second
Mm-hmm.
dot
Go on.
get current date
Get
time.
there.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Is it the whole thing?
Yeah.
The first one? Oh shoot! What happened? Get.
Barim, relax. Everything's
Oh, yeah. Okay. Daytime current set. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
just
Material
tab it one more
broker.
time.
One
Since
more
this is
time.
method, you call it with
And it looks
yeah.
like it's 88 lines, so it should be fine.
Yeah, 88, but it's longer than the method name.
Okay.
and do current date time is capitalized, like I mean the first letter. Should it be like that?
No.
That's what.
Yeah, we can fix it.
Wait. So you want that to be lowercase?
No, he meant the name, current date time. See?
Oh, this one right here. Oh, you want me to
Yeah.
do lowercase?
Uh-huh. Yeah, since
Oh,
this
okay.
is the instance. Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. Now let's go to the second. statement I told. So we need to subtract the date from the
Everything.
current date time.
Okay.
So in order to do that, say var, and we'll see the type of it later. Say var time difference.
Mm,
Yeah, with small letter, please.
okay.
Time difference. Difference should be with a capital letter.
That.
Okay. So equals
Equals date.
equals. Yeah. Current date time
Date time.
dot dot subtract.
Dot.
Yeah, we have that. Yeah, it's giving you a good
So
suggestion. Subtract date.
there is a special method, an extension method attached to the datetime offset data type. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know that.
Like that.
Yeah, and since the type of our time difference is not clear from the
Mm-hmm.
left side because we are not using any new keyword or anything, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We need to explicitly say the type instead of var. If you
Type right here.
yeah, we don't know the type, right? Just click
Uh-huh.
control dot
Control
here.
dot right there, right?
Yeah, on top
Control
of,
dot.
yeah. See, use explicit type instead of var. Click on that.
Okay, what is this one?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Time
Okay,
span.
it's
Okay.
time span. It's a type
Yeah.
of our
That's in the word.
object here, and we need another. As I said, now we are in the third statement. We need 1 minute. It's also
Okay.
1 minute is also time span, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just click, just type time span, time span. And say 1 minute.
That
Yep,
equals
equals
uh, daytime.
time span dot dot yeah
Uh,
dot
you.
from minutes one. Okay, now it knows
Yeah.
everything.
1 minute.
Look, from
One.
minute, yeah, one.
Look at that. There you go.
So it's creating time span value from integer that we provide.
Mm-hmm.
Just hit enter one more time because now we need to return.
Return.
hmm
I'm different. 1 minute.
Oh yeah, look. Okay,
Love the answer.
time difference dot
Mm-hmm.
duration. It's just like this,
Oh.
but it needs
So this is a question.
dot duration.
Is time span difference?
Duration.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's called parentheses. Yeah, it's this guy is greater than you know greater than, yeah, this guy. 1 minute.
1 minute. With a one with a number, right?
So why do you need
Well,
the duration for one? And do you have to put 1 minute duration too?
yeah, there should be duration. We will see the explanation of duration.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Okay.
Brother, yeah, 1 minute.
Like that?
What?
Uh-huh. Yeah, but yeah, you don't need the second greater sign here. It's not that type, so you can. Um, now it's kind of so
You just want me to put the number, right?
no,
Like
yeah,
this.
no.
No,
Just
no.
get rid of this one.
Okay.
Barium,
Uh,
Barium,
right side
Barium,
of the.
try to understand what you're doing. Stop listening
Uh-huh.
to Elbeck. Just try to
You-
understand what you're writing.
Okay.
okay.
Yeah,
Inside
get rid of
here.
this. No. Uh, Look.
No, no. Let me speak for a minute
Okay.
because
Hold on. What?
he told you like be careful, listen to me, but so he told you that we want to know for sure that there is less than 1 minute between the moment that the refugee was created and right now when we are
Mm-hmm.
doing the evaluation. So
Okay.
now we have a current date time, that's the right now, and we have the the time difference between right now and the date that we passed.
Mm-hmm.
So do you see the name of the method? It's called is date not recent.
Is it
Okay,
another?
the date of
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah, yeah,
method
yeah, yeah.
name is
Mm-hmm.
date not recent. Okay,
Yeah.
we have all the time we need, man. It's important to understand what you're writing. So the method is called is date not recent. We want to
Mm-hmm.
return a boolean value. We want to return yes or no. We want to return
Okay.
true or false.
Oh, okay.
This is why we are calling it like that with the is,
Mm-hmm.
because we are going to say if it's true or if it's false.
Okay.
And the information that we want to test is a date. That is why in the parameter we just
Mm-hmm.
after the name of the method we put
Mm-hmm.
that time offset date. The date we will put, this is the date that is just two line upward, two line.
Mm-hmm.
You see there is condition is date not recent, and we put a date in it where there
Yeah.
is the red line, the red squiggly.
Mm-hmm. Right here.
Yeah, yeah, here. This is where we are going to use this function to answer this question. Is this date
Mm-hmm.
recent or not?
Current
Is
or
it
not?
recent enough?
Yeah.
We want to be
Okay.
sure that we just been creating this refugee. It's not a old refugee that was in the system and now the
Mm-hmm.
date was uh, of creation is yesterday and there is something wrong. No, no. If it passes
Mm.
there, it has to be right now. So we want to make sure that it's
Yeah.
only been a few seconds, maybe 40-second max. You
Mm.
understand? We just want to know that
Okay.
it just been created. So we are
Yeah.
building a function to answer
Mm-hmm.
this question. We pass the
Okay.
date of the creation
Mm-hmm.
of the refugee, and then we
Mm-hmm.
take the actual time, the current time. This is why you created a variable called current date time. You
Mm-hmm.
grab the current date time from the date time broker. That's the clock that we are using. We have set up a clock in the system, and
Oh, you have?
we are just looking at the time that it is. So that's the current time. And now we are going to look for the difference between the time of the
Mm-hmm.
system and the time that was registered at the creation of the refugee.
Okay.
And if those two time registered are more than 1 minute, we are going to return false.
Oh, okay.
And if they are less than 1 minute, we
That
are
is true.
uh, no, it's the no, it's inverted logic again because if you look at the name of the method, it's is that not recent. So
Okay.
we have to send back. Help me help back there. Say is that not recent? If it's not recent, you send true. Yeah, because the rule, the the rule is invalid if it's true. I hate this. I hate this. Like I'm telling you, I hate the inverted logic. But anyway, so
Okay.
we are going to test if the date is if the difference between the creation and right now is bigger than a minute. We are going to say true.
Okay.
Okay. So now
Mhm.
you're returning the answer. So you are writing you have everything to write the question, and the question is, there is a minute, we have a minute, and we have the time difference between the creation and the actual current time.
Mm.
Is this bigger than 1 minute?
So is
The
this
time
bigger?
difference, is the time difference bigger than 1 minute? And that's the line that you're writing right now. And
Okay.
this is in simple evaluation, a mathematical evaluation. You have a period of time, and you have to know if it's greater, or maybe you have to use one of the two signs that exist to do a comparison.
Okay. Less or
Is it
greater then?
greater, or is it how do you say in English, lesser
Less or greater? Less or
than
greater?
other? So you
Less
have
or
to choose
greater?
between this bracket or the other one. You
Oh,
have
so
to
you just have to keep just this one.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
this one, okay. So if this one is bigger than 1 minute, will return true. Okay. So now you put the one
One
minute
minute.
duration.
Then not put the 1 minute duration.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
because you
type
know
one
what?
minute.
Do you understand what
Okay,
does
this one
it
right here.
mean? The arrow, the angle bracket. You know what it means?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I was telling you. The angle bracket is the sign, the mathematical sign greater than.
Yeah, yeah,
So
greater and
you're
less. Yeah,
asking the question, is time difference duration greater
or
than
less.
1 minute
Yes.
duration?
Mhm.
And if it is, it returns true.
But if
And
it's not, it's
so
gonna turn
if the
false.
condition is true, there you see where there is the red squiggly line?
Yes, over here.
Yeah, so this is going now to return true by you fix the date, and it will tell
Hello.
Okay, yeah,
He's
I
broken
guess
up.
Flo's internet is not good.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could hear
Yeah.
me
You
because
broke off. You broke off actually.
yeah, but okay. So just was telling you that this function now is able to say if it's bigger than 1 minute or not,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it
If
will
it's
say true or false.
okay, got it. Yeah. Because the booleans
And,
give you the
and,
true and
and,
false.
and the true or
No.
false will be in the condition, and so we'll just have to look for the condition. Is the condition true, or is the condition false?
False. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
can you go to the line 39 and hover over the squigglies while it's
Line
yeah, hover over
39. This one.
an object reference is required to non-static field.
Field method or property. Refugee services. Date not received. The date offset. So potential fix. It says boolean.
So yeah, just can you type control dot on if yeah, click on that name
Control
and say
dot.
control dot.
Okay. Oh, it says use. What is this right here?
So our dynamic type, since
Mhm.
this is since the method is date not recent using datetime broker,
Mhm.
we cannot say that our is not recent method is static. So get rid of static here in
Okay.
line 37 here.
Okay.
Yeah, this guy. Do you remember I told you when writing is date not recent static, get rid of static because we'll use datetime broker?
Yeah. Yeah, because
So
we did it on the
yeah,
boolean.
yeah, as a you know yeah uh, further reading or you know for the sake of self-development, it would be great if you could read a static keyword
Mhm.
and anonymous objects.
Okay.
So these two would probably be a good uh, resource for reading or topic for reading.
Okay.
Can you put some spaces between the greater sign? You know
Yeah,
Why?
yeah,
why?
yeah,
What
it's
is it?
Like
Is
when
it not
you're
great?
doing mathematical operations, you want to be able to
yeah,
read them properly. So
yeah,
it's like a plus sign or a minus sign. You wouldn't
Okay.
like you know put it them like hugging everything. You want to be able to see the mathematical operation.
okay,
Okay.
let's try to run the test.
Okay. That's what it says. Zero two succeed, zero failed, one up to zero zero. Okay. That's
Okay, your other tests are blowing up right now, right?
Yes, these other ones, but this one did pass.
So this is, yeah, can you go to the final passing test?
This one?
Yeah, this guy.
Okay.
Double click on that. Is it the one that we wrote? So if
Let's
it's
see.
null, okay, now can you go to the other passing tests? Uh, yeah, can you go to the test that we are working with?
The test we are working with
Yeah, what
is
was? Yeah,
this one.
yeah. This is a validation. So this is a service. Can you go to the, yeah,
This one?
the refugee service tests validations dot add. This is a final. Yeah, this
This one, right?
guy. Yeah, this guy.
Click on that.
No,
Okay.
click on. Go to the final tests that we wrote. The last one.
That's just 200 right here.
Yeah, this guy. Can you scroll up a little? Can we see the little more? Or we cannot. Oh, we cannot see
No, it's there from here actually. From
whether
theory.
it's failing or not. Yeah, go to the test explorer and let's see.
Test
Let's see the
Explorer.
state of, yeah, test explorer. This guy. Yeah. So this is a failing test, right? Oh no, no. This is another test. The two, yeah, the two passing tests. Do you see the two
Yeah, right
passing,
here.
these two? Yeah. Just
Yeah. So it's the
just
first one
click
or
on
second?
that. Yeah, click on that. The first one, or it doesn't matter. So yeah, just can you expand the other window of the same? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I meant, yeah,
Hold on.
the description of this test.
Oh,
Can
okay.
you minimize this window? Do you see the line in here? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, this guy. Okay, minimize it. No, to the left, to the left.
To the left,
Yeah,
to the left.
okay. Yeah. And can you click on the one of the two passing tests? Do you see shoot throw yeah, this guy.
Okay.
This
Click
guy.
on this one?
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. I want to see whether it's a test that we want
Refugee
that we wrote. Yeah.
land, refugee,
Yeah,
blah,
so
blah, blah,
this
blah,
is
blah.
throw validations
Okay.
if the
Okay.
created date is not recent. That's what we are working with. So now it's
Okay.
passing, right?
Yes.
Okay, I like it. Just
And
copy
then
the
this one?
name and do a commit. Yeah, this is the same. So the
Okay,
first one
so
is
it was this one we did,
with
right? Okay.
minus, and the second one is with plus.
Where's the name? Okay.
Yeah, the name of the test. Do you remember?
Yeah, okay, so we're going back to the thing.
Yeah, back to the
Right here.
test.
This one,
Uh-huh.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Show. Create a sync.
Now
Okay.
we have passing test and we have a bunch of failing tests. Now
Yes,
we need
good.
to fix the failing test together.
Okay. We have to fix the fail test. So this is
Yeah.
gonna be fast, right?
Yeah, this is pass and the others would be fail. So yeah, just do it pass,
And then commit and push.
commit all, yeah, commit
And push.
and push. And the next session, we
Mm-hmm.
try to pass the failing tests,
Okay.
and then we will write the test to validate whether gender is inside the enum or not.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I guess. And as I promised, we needed to discuss what
Yes.
Flo has suggested,
Oh
putting
yes, we
the
do.
rule.
Where is he at? Is he here?
Yeah, he's here.
I
Yeah,
don't hear
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Oh, there he is. Okay. Because I wasn't here. Okay.
So
Okay.
what did I should suggested?
You
So
said something.
you told us that we can put the
A class
the
for rule?
rules, yeah,
Yeah.
rules
Okay,
in one class.
okay, go back on the on Visual Studio then.
Yeah, let me share my screen. So it should probably be here. Let me get final. Okay, Solution Explorer.
If you
What's
could
this guy?
make okay, your code yeah, is big enough. Yeah, it's cool. Just go to an invalid test. The is invalid method.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and uh, you it's returning a dynamic. Okay,
Mhm.
I- like imagine it's returning something called rule.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Can
Hmm.
you write a class just for fun?
Okay. Yeah, let's put it here. Okay.
Really simple. Two props. One prop bool called condition, and another one called message. It's a string, and then
Hmm.
you return this instead of returning a dynamic. That's all.
Okay. And you want to.
And that's not me. That's Sharaf told me it would be more efficient. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything. Like I'm just a beginner,
Mhm.
and I'm asking you because I know you know better.
Yeah.
And to me, like I couldn't, and yeah, I couldn't see why it
You
wasn't
do
like that.
like this.
I guess. Uh, does it have to be? Maybe it's like that. You can do.
Deconstruct.
You is it impossible? Is it possible to do an array of rules? Can you do an array of class? Or like I mean, why can't you use the parameter, the param, and still use the param? Yeah, they would do the same thing.
Oh. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Give me a sec. Okay. You wanna do like this, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Let's ask. Okay. Yeah, let's not save it. Let's copy paste it and send it to Discord. Do you have QA? Yeah, let's. Okay, so this is what we did. So I'm sending these two screenshots to Star saying
Yeah,
Habib Star can why um so flaw is suggest
yeah. No, put it's not me. It's I'm just a messenger. It
Yeah, that's
was
amazing.
guys
Anton and Sharaf asked.
guys are suggesting to use uh rule class that has that class instead of
A dynamic object.
dynamic object.
For validations, maybe you could precise for validation.
Notations. Hmm, I like this idea too. Do we do we have what is the what is the advantage of using dynamic object over this class? Can you?
So the thing I would think the would be to have some flexibility for when
Mhm.
you're building the is invalid, uh, but but we are all. I always saw condition and message and never changed.
Yeah, yeah. I like the idea too. See, I somewhere I should. Yeah, I like the idea too. Wait for the response. Okay.
And Sharaf is a nerd. He has a lot of experience.
Okay, guys.
All
So
right.
let's wait for the response and we will talk tomorrow and we'll do some passing tests together.
All
Bye.
right. Bye. Good
Thank
night,
you.
y'all.
Have a nice day.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.